Hello guys, hello mga ka-Shopee sellers. I'm CJ ulit, your accountant for today, and I will be discussing yung 1701Q third quarter or yung ating ng mga graduated OST for sellers registered before July 1. So ito ay mga old sellers natin. Yung mga new sellers or mga third quarter pa na nag-register, meron ako separate video. Kasi para hindi tayo malito kung paano ang gagawin ni new seller at ni old sellers. So, disclaimer lang tayo. Accountant is not all no basis. Sometimes we tend to forget and miss something. If so, let me know in the comments. So, this video was created November 2024. Kapag may new regulations after this date, may affect the computation. Kung wala naman, so continue lang to So, this is your guide only, not your actual filing. Iba't iba po tayo ng sales, iba't iba tayo ng record. So, guide lang to. So, for graduated tax rate ng pinili, pero OSD, for sole proprietor, and for mixed income earners. So, ano to? For sellers registered before July 1. So, ayan. Si 1701Q ay may ganito dapat sa COR mo. Alam nyo na naman yan kasi old sellers kayo. So, first quarter, June natin nung May 15. So, second quarter nung August 15. And ngayong third quarter is ngayong November 15. So, ano-ano yung mga inclusive dates ng third quarter natin. So, ang third quarter natin is July, August, September. Lahat ng sales natin, lahat ng transaction within that day is i-report natin kay BIR. So, ang due date is on or before November 15. So, malapit na. Sorry at nalilate tayo ng video tutorial. Ano nga ba yung pinapasa ni graduated income tax rate? So, meron tayong two tax types na kailangan natin isubmit kung chinus mo yung graduated income tax rate. So, one is yung percentage tax natin. Dapat na isubmit na natin to nung last month kasi June yan last month, which is yung 2551Q, which is the 3% ang ating gross sales. And ibig sabihin, dalawa yung ipapasa natin na tax is yung ating income tax or yung 1701Q, which is yung ngayon yung mga tutorial ko. So, graduated, income tax rate siya. Ibig sabihin, habang tumataas yung income mo, tumataas din yung income tax rate na babayaran mo. So, on taxable income. So, paano naman yung kukumputin yung taxable income? Meron tayong two ways ng ating pagre-record ng ating pag-compute ng ating taxable income. So, first is kapag yung seller is with receipt siya, pag with receipts from suppliers, usually, chino-choose niya yung graduated income tax rate na may allowable itemized deduction. Kasi marami siyang resibo or nakakapag-record siya ng maayos. Yun. So, usually, may mga accountant tong mga to. So, ang formula niya is sales less cost of sales less itemized deduction equals yung taxable income na subject to graduated income tax rate. So, si taxable income lagi yung ating subject to income graduated income tax rate, hindi lang si sales. So, pangalawa, kapag yung si seller is walang receipt kay suppliers and tinatamad siyang mag-record ng mga expenses. So, usually, chino-choose niya yung graduated income tax rate on that have the optional standard deduction. So, si optional standard deduction is hindi na kailangan ng receipt kay supplier. So, anong formula yan? So, less sales lang, less the OSD, which is OSD is 40% of the sales. So, in total, kung 100% tong si sales, less lang natin ng 40%, ibig sabihin, ang taxable income natin is magiging 60% of our sales. So, 60% of our sales is subject to graduated income tax rate. So, ganun siya. So, paano yung formula natin? Sa kanya. So, sales, ito, mawawala ka kasi availing itemized deduction lang siya. So, hindi siya kasama sa ating OSD. So, close to. So, gross income na agad ka. Tapos, ito, ang allowable deduction, it's either the 39 or the 40. Pero, dahil ang pinili mo ay optional standard deduction, ayan, so wala ito. Kasi naka-or lang, hindi naman siya naka-end. So, 40% ng item 36 is the sales. So, OSD, yan. So, net income or loss this quarter, tapos, i-add mo yung taxable income or loss ng previous quarter, tapos kung may other operating, yan na. So, ito, automatic na magko-compute. So, ano ba yung graduated tax rate? Alam niyo na naman yan kasi odd sellers na kayo. So, ano yung income tax rate? So, sabi ko nga, kapag tumataas, ito mga taxable income yan. So, after the expenses na to. So, habang tumataas ang ating income, tumataas din ang percent ng ating tax. So, habang tumataas ang income natin, tumataas ang ating tax. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng ating graduated tax rate. Okay? So, sales, revenue or receipts, kailangan natin yan. So, sa sales, madali lang naman to. So, kung ano yung na-declare mo nung third quarter na 2551Q, yun din yung 1701Q third quarter na sales mo. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung nakalagay dito, yun din yung ilalagay mo sa ating 1701Q sales. So, yun lang. Madali lang siya. So, eto, sample natin ng again, ito ang second quarter natin na 1701Q. Second quarter to, hindi to third quarter. So, sample lang. So, ito yung mga second quarter na ating nalagay. So, ang pinaka sales na, iba to, third quarter sales na to. So, ang kukunin lang natin dito is total taxable income ng ating second quarter. Ano ang total taxable income natin ng second quarter? Ito siya, number 45. So, number 45 is 368,760. Tapos, syempre, lumagpas na tayo sa 250,000 na income. So, meron tayong tax due. So, automatically, magko-compute naman yan yung 17,814. So, dahil wala naman tayong mga binayaran, mga previous period, kasi ito pa lang yung previous period natin nung nakaraan, 154.87. Ito yung first quarter natin na taxable income. Ito yung second quarter natin na taxable income. Pag pinag-plus mo yan, is yung ating accumulated or total taxable income ng ating 2 quarters. So, ito yan. Pero kung nung first quarter, 154 pa lang is less than pa lang ng 250,000. Kung less than 250,000, wala ka pang tax. So, wala ka pang binayaran nung first quarter. So, second quarter ka pa lang may babayaran na 17,814. Nung nagbayad ka ng 17,814, ino-note mo yan sa ating third quarter. So, nagbayad tayo, may income tax payment tayo ng second quarter ng 17,814 kasi advance payment natin yan. Pwede natin siyang i-list dun sa ating third quarter. Ayan. So, ito yung ating 2307 sample natin. So, sample natin nung ngayong third quarter kasi nga July to September, ngayon pa lang nag-withhold si Shopee as per mandated ni BIR. So, ang na-withheld ni Shopee sample is 5,990. So, advance payment din natin yan kay BIR na withheld or kinuha lang ni Shopee para ibigay agad kay BIR. So, ang na-tax withheld sa atin is 5,990. Ayan. Ito yung mga na-note na natin. So, meron tayong na-note na sales, na total taxable income, na income tax payment, tsaka total tax withheld. So, dito na tayo sa ating BIR form. So, latest version is 7.9.4.2 pa din. Tapos, lagay nyo lang mga details nyo dyan. Then, choose natin, drop down natin to. Then, choose mo yung 1701Q V2018 dahil ito ang latest version. Huwag kakalimutan, V2018 kasi may mga nagtatanong pa rin sa comment bakit iba yung form. So, minsan hindi nila na makikita na may V 2018. So, fill up pa rin natin. Click natin yung fill up. Tapos, mapupunta tayo sa first page. Ito yung first page niya. Ayan. So, kapag sole proprietor tayo, ayan, 2024, third quarter, tapos amended ba yan? No. Then, single proprietor, business income, graduated income tax rate. Yan. Tapos, lagay ko lang date of birth, citizenship. Then, dito, nag-automatic yan siya. Then, dito, ang pipiliin mo is optional standard deduction. Kasi optional standard deduction nga yung gusto mo. So, 40% ng ating gross sales. Ayan. So, kung mixed income earner naman, ang magbabago lang naman is ito. So, single proprietor pa din, 2024, third quarter, single proprietor, and mixed income, graduated income tax rate. So, si mixed income ay, ang i-report pa din natin is business income. Hindi pa natin na-report yung ating salary. Okay? Purely business income kapag nagre-report tayo sa ating quarterly. So, ayan, parehas lang din naman itong graduated and optional standard deduction ang pipiliin mo. So, ayan. Punta na tayo sa ating second page. Ito na yung ating second page. So, ano lang yung gagawin natin? Ilalagay lang natin ang ating mga na-note kanina. Ito yung mga na-note ko kanina, di ba? So, ilalagay ko lang dito yung sales natin. Tapos, ito, wala yan kasi gray na yan. So, 0 yan kasi OSD nga yung kinuha natin. OSD. Ito, automatically computed. Dapat 40% siya neto. Okay? Tapos, ayan na. Ito naman, yung ating taxable. Ayan, taxable income natin ng previous quarter. So, magkano ang ating total taxable income is 368 or 760. Ayan. Tapos, ayan ay magiging total natin. So, meron na tayong, ito automatically computed, 71,000 ang ating kailangan bayaran. So, kung 71,000, kumbaga, dito siya, kinumpute, 644,000. Kung sasabihin nyo, ay, ito yung 368 is from the previous quarter. So, ganyan siya. Kaya, ima-minus natin yung ating binayaran ng ating second quarter. Ito yung nabayaran natin. Ito yung tax payment natin ng first quarter ng second quarter. Tapos, ima-minus din natin yung advance payment natin kay BIR na binigay kay Shopee. Binigay ni Shopee na 2307. Yan, 2307 natin yan. So, ang pinaka advance payment natin is 23,000. Yan. Itong dalawa yon, 23,800 bali, ang babayaran na lang natin is 47,503. Ito lang yung babayaran natin kasi nga na-advance payment na natin itong dalawa. So, kailangan mo tong ilagay at ito. So, ito, kailangan mo siyang i-encode sa South at i-submit ang i-submission. Okay? So, ayan. So, meron tayong 47,503 na dapat bayaran. So, ganyan lang siya. Dito na tayo ulit sa ating page 1. So, ayan, validate. Click natin yung validate to check if the form is correct na or walang missing details. I-edit natin to re-edit the file kapag after na validation may gusto pa kayong baguhin. Yan. Save lang kapag gusto nyo lang i-save at hindi pa i-send. So, print is to print sa paper or ano. Alam niyo na naman yan. Yan. Submit final copy to online submit the form. So, hanggat hindi mo pa to na i-click, hindi pa siya considered as na file mo. So, kailangan mo siyang i-click, i-submit online para ma-consider na na-file mo na yung ating form. So, double check mo muna yung details of the form before clicking final copy. Once submitted, you cannot edit the file. Yun lang. So, ayan, tapos na tayo. So, makaka-receive ka lang naman ng tax return, receipt confirmation. So, if payment through bank, bring the following, 1701Q, third quarter, yung 2307 natin, yung South, and the tax receipt confirmation. So, hindi mo na hintayin yung isa e-validation kasi minsan tumatagal talaga yon. So, need na magbayad. So, hanggang South lang. So, yan, download and install yung AlphaList data entry natin. Kasi nga sabi ko kanina, yung 2307 is need natin i-data entry and magkaroon na tayo ng South. So, scan nyo lang to para ma-download and install yung AlphaList data entry. So, during or after EBIR offline submission. So, paano before natin or after? During? Yan, create muna tayo ng South file. Secure. Isi-secure natin yung encrypted.file. So, paano yon? Meron ulit ako video. Sineseparate ko kasi para hindi na humaba yung ating discussion and para sa iba't ibang topics kasi. Pero pare-parehas kasi ito. So, ayan. So, after securing natin yung encrypted.file, send natin yung encrypted file via email. Ayan. So, ito yung encrypted file natin. So, nasa loob siya ng folder na BIR Alpha 7.3. So, 7.3. So, encrypted file. Tapos, kung ano yung latest na ginawa mo. Then, ayan na. So, ito yung email. Email to Email. Then, email to esubmission@bir.gov.ph. Tapos, subject natin to. Then, ito, ilagay mo lang yung details ni taxpayer. Si taxpayer ito. Tapos, wag kakalimutan itong ayan, attachment. Kasi yan yung i-validate talaga ni BIR. Okay? Tapos, click mo lang yung send. Yan. Makaka-receive ka immediately, makaka-receive ka ng e-submission na please be informed. Yan. Tapos, makaka-receive, i-confirm. So, ito matagal talaga to. Minsan umaabot ng weeks, minsan month pa. So, hihintayin mo talaga siyang ma-receive. So, ayan, e-submission. So, yan. Ayan, steps na natin in filing. Fill in the form 1701Q in BIR. Tapos, after all informations will filled in, click validate para kung malaman kung may kulang or Tapos, ang ginagawa ko, before clicking submit final copy, minimake sure ko muna yung EBIR forms and South are the same. So, kung ano dapat yung nandito sa number 58A, So, ating 58 is dapat same dito sa ating total tax withheld sa ating South. So, ganito yung South natin, ganito yung EBIR form. So, dapat same siya, yung total tax withheld. So, after nating all information in the EBIR forms double check, kasi click na natin yung submit final copy, then yung .file i-submit natin kay e-submission. Yan. Then pay the tax kung meron man. So, reminder, file and pay 1701Q third quarter on time, which is on or before November 15. Submit South 15 days after submission. Then pay your tax appropriately. Yun lang. Thank you. God bless. Kung nakatulong po ako sa inyo, please like, share, and subscribe. Please watch the ads kung meron man. Salamat po. Our YouTube channel is Thank you. God bless.